Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
When drunkenness meets intellectualness meets bro science, you get bro soup time. This is Dean and the Boys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, Bro Soup Time, episode 2. Again, I look around the room, I see some beautiful humans. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
I look around the room, I see some beautiful humans. To my left, we have the beautiful Ryan Manheath.
How's my beard look?
Of course, always gorgeous.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Always gorgeous. And then we have
Strong.
Triple C.
Real strong. What's going on?
Triple C.
Triple C.
Triple C. He changed
Triple
it.
C.
He changed his tag. And then we have the beautiful Black Bronson.
How you guys doing?
And then Mr. Slut Eric.
What's up? What's up?
And then Big Bad
Do
Bab.
it. Do it. Do it.
Loving it. There it is. So it is Friday. We've
love
all
it.
had a fucking week. Well, I haven't really done much of anything. I've still been off work. Released today. You're welcome.
I'd like to cheers to Friday real quick. If we could
Cheers.
just
Yeah,
go ahead and do
cheers
that.
to
Let's
Friday.
everyone
Let's
just
fucking
cheers
go.
to
For anybody
Friday.
that's
Let's
not
go.
watching the video.
I don't have a beer.
I gotta be honest, I messed up.
Playing this
I
well.
messed up.
Clink,
That's
clink,
kinda
clink,
lame.
clink, clink,
Clink,
clink,
clink,
clink.
I don't have beer
Big
either.
weekend, big weekend. Friday before
45.
St. Patty's
Come on.
Day.
A lot going on this week.
Saint motherfucking Paddy's Day tomorrow.
Excuse me,
baby.
it's St. Daddy's Day.
St. Daddy's Day.
If
St.
anyone's
Daddy's
going to
Day.
be called Daddy, it's me.
I don't know. What does that
I call
mean?
both of you daddy. I have two dads.
No, I like
Hashtag 2018.
my two gay dads.
Oh, you're finally claiming Brian?
What?
Whoa.
Calm down with that shit. So anyway, how's everyone's week going? I, of course, did nothing. I am pretty much done with Entourage. I've watched it all in about a week.
How many times have you watched it now?
In total, like through
Yeah,
my
in total,
life?
like through your life.
3 or 4 times.
And how long did it take you to watch it this time around?
About a week, maybe.
All 8 seasons in 1 week.
Yep.
I'm not mad about it.
What about Shameless, dude? You don't watch it? Like,
Ooh,
what
that's
the
a good
fuck?
one,
You
too.
need to watch
I've already watched it. I'm caught up.
Oh,
Not a fan.
Not a fan of it?
How
What?
dare you?
it's just a fucking
Everybody's gonna
shit
hate me,
show,
but I'm not a
dude. That
fan.
show is just insane.
What's that main
stopped
Fiona? Is
watching
that the
it.
main character's name?
Yeah,
If it makes you
Fiona.
feel better,
That's my
I've
girl.
never watched it.
I think she's sexy.
Oh,
She is
you
sexy.
gotta, the main
I-
character
I'd
gets.
agree.
She's a total whore. You should watch
I
it.
barely watched
Why are you
it.
looking at me?
No,
when you
she's
say
just
that?
like
No, I'm just
Well,
saying,
you are
would-
Mr. Slut Slut.
You would be into it. You would be
Alleged
into it.
Allegedly.
it's just about a family, Southside Chicago, and they're just struggling. Dad's an alcoholic, drug addict. Mom's a bipolar, drug addict, alcoholic. The kids are all fucked up, and it's all about Fiona just trying to hold it all together.
Classic
It's
America right
fucking
there.
Crazy, man.
Classic Southside Chicago America.
Classic Southside
The
Chicago.
shit that they get into is just out of this world. But anyway,
So,
great show.
anybody else excited for the weekend, man? It's
Whoa.
St. Patty's Day weekend. Like, I'm.
Second favorite
Let's go.
holiday,
What's the first favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, good point.
Oh, I'm a Christmas guy.
Thanksgiving. Oh,
I go Christmas.
Huge Christmas guy.
Turkey's a trash bird.
Whoa,
Turkey
sir.
is a trash bird,
I agree.
turkey's
It is very clean meat,
delicious.
though.
but it's a trash bird.
I'm sorry, did you not enjoy the
So
turkey that I made
pig-
for you last year?
I don't like turkey. I'm not.
Pig is fucking
Daddies are
trash, too.
fighting.
Pork.
But bacon's. You do not compare
First of all,
bacon.
pigs are fucking filthy
That's a
animals.
filthy.
And
That's a
delicious.
fishy animal.
Why?
But I mean
delicious.
trash
That's
as
why
far as
they
the meat,
fucking
like it
taste
tastes
good.
like dog shit.
Those are grounds to get kicked off the podcast.
I like the dark
dog
meat.
shit?
know anything.
I'm a
Dark-
big
dark
Easter
meat,
guy.
man. Big Easter guy.
Well-
Hey, it's coming up.
Cadbury eggs.
Hey, I'm not
and
mad about those cats.
First of
I'm
all,
not even
why
about that
Reese's? Okay, let's talk about Reese's for a second. Hashtag no free ads. Hashtag no free ads. But okay, there's the normal cups, but then
Yeah.
you have the Reese's eggs, which are above and beyond better than the cups. Why aren't those year round? Why aren't just make those into circles?
because
Instead
Easter's not year round. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I
They like-
agree. They're
'cause they
100%
like putting
better.
that shitty black paper around them.
Yeah, right.
Somebody would lose a job. That's why.
Well, there is the bags like the Reese's minis that they're unwrapped and there's like 200 of them in like a little
Okay,
bag.
let's dive into that. Do you remember the old Reese's minis?
No.
Like the ones that look
They
like
were balls. They looked like malt
Oh
balls.
yeah.
Those are way better than these little fucking trash things they have now.
Yeah.
Big trash guy.
Really upset about Reese's. Like Hershey, step up your game.
That was quite a rant.
Yeah. Well, then, but like going back to Easter,
Why
Cadbury
we
eggs.
haven't got
I'm a
to
big M&M peanut butter M&M guy.
Whatever happened to St. Patty's Day?
Yeah,
Yeah, better
went
than
from
St.
St. Patty's Day to Easter
He started
real
talking
quick.
about candy, and I'm a big sweets guy. You all know that.
I don't have a
is true.
candy drawer at my house.
Yeah,
anymore
you did
because
go
of
on a hunt for Twizzlers peels.
he did.
And I
Yeah, how
found
many-
them, and I
Yeah.
ate them.
How many places did you stop before you actually found those?
It was 3.
Bam.
Huh.
It
You
was
went
3
3 places for candy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
When
I'm
you
just not
need,
even mad.
when you
I'm proud.
need the
sweets
peel,
guy.
the Twizzler peels, you got to fucking find them.
Yeah, because they used to have them at Quick Trip. Not anymore. But I guess I went the more than that because I also went to Quick Trip. I went to Price Chopper, and then
CVS.
and then finally I made a special trip to Walmart.
How many brands can we drop in 1 minute? Go.
Hashtag no free ads, but I mean, if you want to send some free stuff, I'm into it.
Free
really
swag.
into the peeling ones.
No, man.
Anyway, so
Tomorrow.
St. Patrick's Day.
Irish car bombs and fucking.
Oh, we did one of those before we
did.
started.
I'm
Killian's Irish
terrified,
Red all day.
terrified
Oh,
for
fuck
this
it up.
weekend.
Oh,
I don't
God.
black out well.
Oh, you do
You-
fantastic.
You
at
do
it.
great.
For you guys,
Stop.
It's awesome for you guys.
Not many people can black out and need their passport. You know what I'm saying?
Start your own goddamn language when we go out with you on.
Oh, I
St.
hope
Patty's Day.
Eric goes international.
He will.
He will, no, he will not.
We will all 100% will.
I'm definitely not doing that.
I just love when he starts like talking and then like he just gives up. He's just like, yeah.
That's funny because I know what you're talking about.
Just whatever. I don't know. Like those are the words he knows. Is whatever. I don't know.
I know when to call it quits.
Dude, he brought up a good point yesterday. So we were at Maloney's.
Oh, so you guys are talking about me when I'm not there?
Well, we were
100%.
talking about everybody, so don't feel
I
special.
knew you guys always think about me.
So anyway, we were saying like, Rachel, or some,
Yeah.
no names.
No named
girlfriend. Bronson's girlfriend was like, Bronson's girlfriend was like, I know how he's drunk. This is how he acts. Blah blah blah. And then he went into, he goes, I know how Eric's drunk when he does this one. He goes,
Oh, that's
No,
a cold
that's not
I'll
even.
take a Diet
First
Coke.
of all,
That's
that
just-
doesn't mean he's drunk. He's just ordering when he's nervous.
No, that's just.
It's a
when
nervous
I'm-
tick when he's trying to order.
Nervous tick. It's when I'm It's
Exactly.
A thinking, it's a thinking.
I'm here for
He
you.
did it earlier and we said
He
something
did
about
do
it.
He's
it
not
earlier.
drunk for that.
We know who really knows me.
He did it
Continue
earlier
going.
at Tanner's today, and we called him out on it.
Yes, they did. I just really like my boobs. So
Hey,
And I
you've been
get
working
that.
out, man.
I
Like,
get
show them
that.
puppies
Everyone,
off.
when he does it, we're going to start saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
oh, that would be hilarious.
I'm just so American. Just love it.
I'm 100% in on the Pledge of Allegiance idea. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, Eric has a
Only,
shirt.
but you guys all better stand up and do it.
Fuck yeah.
Well,
Like
yeah.
even if I'm like, especially since I'm not gonna realize it's happening because it's a nervous tick, and I just start doing it, and you guys just stand up and start doing it.
We got to make a shirt with
And I just
Eric
say-
just
Oh, I like it.
Just
and
a
then
handprint right there.
of American flag right behind
I
it.
just want to say you guys pay
It'll-
way too close attention to me that you guys are calling out my main.
Oh, you
names.
want
I
to
love
talk
it.
about you more?
I love it.
And you guys talking about my.
Don't act
my
like you don't
blacking
like
out.
it.
I love it.
I'm going to make a shirt for you. It's going to be a handprint right on your chest that says "Place here when ordering."
But that's a good
That's really
segue into an ad for our shop. You can go to www.brosouptime.com.
There was a lot of W's there. I think you did like more than one,
Yep,
more than 3.
all the
www.
W's. Brosouptime.com. And you can go to our shop. Just click. There's a little banner there. Click on shop.
You
Easy.
get a shirt like that.
You can get a
Hey,
shirt
there.
just like this
Look at
one
that.
right
Yeah, if you're
here.
watching it on
Look at that shit.
Any and every
YouTube,
Look at
color.
that shit
Yeah.
right there. God
right
damn.
there. It's perfect for this weekend.
Perfect for St. Patty's Day. But we have all colors. We even have women's shirts. We have a minimalist
love the
shirt
women.
that just
They
says
don't
Bro
love
Soup
us.
Time. It's beautiful. And you can go to www.brosouptime.com.
You got
Click
the
on
right amount of
shop.
W's.
And right there, make your order. And of course, if you're going to shop elsewhere,
Do it. Do it.
why not shop at Amazon?
God damn.
You can go to www.brosouptime.com. Click on the microphone in the top right-hand corner. When you click on that, it'll take you directly to Amazon. You should definitely bookmark that page.
Book it.
And then every time you shop through Amazon, just use that link. That kicks a little bit back to the show.
Boom.
And we can do some cool shit. We can get out of this garage/studio.
I love this.
I love this garage.
Me too.
Love it.
I like it too.
We
We're
just need
never
some carpet.
leaving.
Bang, bang.
But we can also upgrade our equipment and also bring you some awesome video series.
Faux show.
Which brings us to the origins of Bro Soup Time.
Faux show.
Origins.
Ooh, story
Oh,
time.
It's
not
like- it's like-
necessarily not necessarily the origins,
Like
but,
Wolverine origins, but Bro Soup Time origins.
but Bro Soup Time.
Yeah.
So, what Bro Soup Time was originally was a video series that we were going to do, and we're still going to do it. So, coming soon.
Yep.
It's a video series where, of course, we're all in a hot tub like goddamn gentlemen. Woo! We're talking about one specific topic for about 10, 15 minutes, and it's released on Facebook, video only. Woo! It'll also be on our YouTube channel.
Let's
at
be
Bro
honest,
Soup
it
Time.
needs to be on video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the only way it should
I
be.
don't know if we're gonna get a big enough hot tub though.
We'll have to cram
I
in
got
there.
a guy.
Oh, we've crammed into a bathtub.
We have done that. We have done that.
There are plenty of pictures of that.
So be on the lookout for that. And also, we're going to come up with the topics, but if you have something, the listener, the viewer, if you're on YouTube at Bro Soup Time, you can send us a suggestion at questions@brosouptime.com.
Bam.
Questions@brosouptime.com. You can send us a topic. What do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
What do you want us to talk about?
What do you
What's
want
on
us to
your
do?
mind?
We'll bro stew it.
We'll bro stew it, he says. And that's what Bro Soup Time was. Really, I guess we weren't creative enough to come up with a company name to encompass Dean and the Boys and Mercer on Fire. So we just came up with Bro Soup Time.
Bro Soup Time.
Boom.
So here we are. So what's on the agenda today?
Well, I do have one question before we hop into the agenda.
I
And
like this.
Actually, I asked you about it the other day, but I think half the people in here don't know what I'm coming at.
Ooh,
But
I'm excited.
if you could tell the future and basically make as much money as possible based off of these 4 suggestions, what would it be? And the 4 suggestions are: you would know an entire NFL season, the scores, everything, an NBA season, the Major League Baseball season, or just the NCAA tournament. Which one would you pick to know the future on?
NCAA tournament.
I think you could make as much money if you won on all 4.
Right, but which one would you prefer to know? That was
But
not the
you can't
question.
get caught up because
NCAA
then
tournament.
you'd be knowing the future.
I'm gonna go NFL because then I know which tickets to sell.
I'm thinking like Back to the
Okay.
Future type things,
Like-
where like
yeah,
if
that's
you
what I
if
was
you know
thinking.
if you know
there's
too
a
much,
level
Betting.
of-
Sports
I'm
almanac?
thinking in my head. I'm thinking
NCAA
gambling.
tournament.
Like you
That's
can-
what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
But then when we're going to the games, no matter what, we're still gonna bet.
Right.
But then you're gonna be like, hey, there's a blowout. Let's sell these tickets.
Right. But
No, I'm
guess-
thinking about getting Scrooge McDuck rich.
Absolutely.
So I'm
But
going.
you could do it on. You could do it
I'm
on
going.
all.
I think I told you originally. I told you I'd be the first person to get March Madness all the way right.
right? Which Warren Buffett would do the $1 billion payout on that. Is
Yeah.
that still a thing?
Nah, he
I-
did it one year.
I'm,
That was
I'm
it.
switching that to baseball. Each
More
each
games.
team has 160,
162.
162 games.
Big sports guy.
Big sports guy.
And 32 teams.
Is it 32?
Yeah.
Do your math.
Someone fact check that.
30.
I think it's 30.
It's okay.
It's up
Anyway.
Go with it.
That's a lot of games.
To bet on.
That's
The
a
only
lot
thing
of
with
games.
baseball, it's different because they do it.
Oh, you think you know everything?
No, I do. I do actually. I've always said that. I don't think that's new. Everyone knows that. But betting in baseball is different because it's like plus 100 to plus 1. It's weird.
I never understood that. Like
But
the
I
plus
know
100.
everything.
Yeah, you
Right,
know
I
everything.
get it,
So you
but-
can bet on everything.
But as far as like you can make a lot of money like early on and with like the odds, like you could bet huge money on
Say the Royals winning
like,
and all.
bad odds. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And in baseball, it's not quite as big as far as that goes, especially week to week, because every game in baseball, it's the biggest odds would be like if you can bet $100 and win 180.
I feel there's a bookie that's like, hey, I bet you the Twins win. Boom. You got like,
Done.
doubled your money.
So
Right then and there.
I mean, you do a little bit of betting on the side sometimes.
No, I don't.
He's a resident degenerate.
But what? So
You're
like
welcome.
you understand though, like the plus 100, plus 200, whatever. What is specifically does that mean? Because it's always confused me.
Okay, so if it says minus 110,
Right.
it means you have to bet 110 to win 100.
Okay.
So it's very simple as far as that goes. It's basically baseball. It's just like it changes every day. Like anybody can win one game in a series.
Right,
Like,
absolutely.
that kind of thing. So the betting's not that big. But if you went to college football, where there are even more games, like every week.
That
there's-
wasn't an option, Eric.
College football. How's it nice?
No,
Also-
no, he said
I said
NFL.
I said the
4
NCAA
times.
tournament, but
I thought you said okay, but you said NFL and there's hockey, all that.
No.
He never said hockey.
I thought it was all sports. I just thought
well,
right, so
let's
let's
open
just
it up
go-
to all
let's
sports
just-
though. Let's open it up to all sports.
Well, why don't we
Straight up
answer that?
out
like,
of Back
that'd
to
be
the
the way-
Future, man.
That'd be the
Straight
way
up
to
out
go
of Back
then.
to
Is
the Future.
college because there's so many college teams. You could just
yeah,
well, they're already
and
making enough money
sometimes
off of them in the NCAA anyways. They got to spread it around.
when you can roll with
Yeah.
the spreads and then you can bet the money lines, which means the odds go way up. So you can bet like $100 and win way more on those bets. So you can win that much quicker each day. Like it's only once a week, but college spreads it out a little bit as well. I mean, they have games from like Wednesday through Saturday.
Little
or whatever.
action.
So that would
Wednesday
be
action.
that's the way I would go because the odds are bigger when you bet.
That's fair.
I like the original question that nobody answered.
I
Just gotta
answered
be
it.
honest.
Yeah,
I said
I went
NFL.
baseball.
I'd
I
go
said
with,
NFL.
I'd go with the tourney. NCAA.
I feel like the tourney would be a good one because that's
Yeah.
that's got to be one of Vegas's biggest weekends. Besides like Super Bowl.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm assuming World Series probably draws it in, but I would assume the NCAA tournament is like
And I
one
mean,
of
I
the
feel
biggest.
like you can bet on how far a team gets. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like back when fucking Virginia Commonwealth made it all the way to the Final Four, like who the fuck saw that happening? You know
Just
what
imagine,
I mean?
how
Nobody
many,
would've bet on
imagine
that.
how many brackets you could
Or when
enter,
Norfolk
just-
State beat Missouri.
Right.
You can put. You can
We
put
also
as
beat-
many-
Wow, you had to
How
go there?
dare you? That's
You had to
really
go there?
on our day to play.
Like I'm not going to give him shit because K-State lost to LaSalle like a few years ago too. So
To be honest, the only reason I remember that is it popped up in Facebook.
I mean,
memories.
we can name out the
Bradley's.
B's.
I'm pretty
Bradley,
sure KU
Bucknell,
lost to Norfolk State.
Northern
too,
Iowa.
at one
It's
point.
not a B, but it still
Yeah,
counts.
Northern Iowa, yeah. That was
I mean, like we can.
It was a good
Ali
team.
Farouk Manesh.
But
That dude could hit a three.
Anyway, how did everyone's week go? Bronson, he missed the last episode.
I did.
Where were you at?
you've been
I was down in
working, man.
Arkansas
You've been working,
doing some work
killing
down
it.
there, so I was about 6 hours away.
And I heard making some money.
Oh, absolutely! Hailstorms. I'm gonna throw that out there. Anybody needs a new roof, let me know.
I told
Hey, you didn't
him.
pay for that ad.
I told him he didn't have to do that. We can just throw golf balls at people's houses here.
yeah.
We'll just all go out one night and we'll just do that all over our neighborhood. I
No,
told
this
him
this
that.
town
Terrorize
was like,
roofs.
Yeah, exactly.
The town that we're in is like completely leveled. Like 3-inch hail just murdered people's roofs and siding and gutters,
I love how
which is
happy you
actually
are about
weird.
that.
He was very excited.
You would imagine houses down there in Arkansas, like it rains quite a bit down there, and it's like marshy, swampy, like grass everywhere. Like everybody's backyard's like a swamp. It's weird, but none of the houses have gutters hardly on them.
That's bizarre.
yeah, so I
No
was like,
gutters? What?
yeah,
Really?
the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Yeah,
Would that be a foundation thing for
Yeah.
basically every house?
Yeah.
yeah, I would
So you should
imagine.
probably go back and start renewing their foundations.
Oh, I'm gonna sell somebody some gutters. Be like,
yeah,
why don't
you
you have these?
start- Offering the gutter service.
Eric,
Oh,
your golf
we
ball
do.
comment reminded me when we used to we lived in a suburb and we would just tee off golf balls out of the backyard as hard as we could, as far as we could, and just sit there and listen for 7 seconds.
We used to do that same thing.
What
when we
house
would do
was
it.
this?
You would hear car alarms go off. I
Okay,
mean,
this-
everything.
I feel like
Oh
this
my
is kind of
God, you
yeah.
guys
We
are terrible.
actually, I'm not
This is
gonna
all
lie.
alleged.
We've actually no none of this happened.
This is
But
all
yeah,
hypothetical,
So
like
basically
OJ.
every place I've ever lived, I've actually done this. every
Well,
single
it
time.
was like when we were over there off of like Johnson Drive, where we would hit them at the children's play
Easy.
park.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was a playground.
It was late at
It was
night.
night. There was no kids there, but
It
we
was
would.
chip time.
It was chip. You would hit the ball, and if you heard a dink on like the playground, then you got a point, and the
Yeah.
first one to like 5 points won.
We would walk around and find our ball and then try to chip up. It was like a whole thing. It was like there was strokes involved.
There were
It was
no
all
kids
above
around.
board.
I brought
And
a
if there was a
scorecard.
kid around, we got the hell out of there when we started hearing
Yeah.
screams.
There was an
course.
alley we ran through to get away, just in case. Yeah, Colby's the one that hit cars. That was when it was bad.
No names, please.
What house was this? Which house was this?
Oh, this was Olathe.
Olathe.
This was
We
in
used
the
to just
the one
tee
that I
off.
lived in.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, we
wow.
went back. Yeah,
You
we
were
went
probably
back.
there sleeping a lot.
Well, the thing is it was funny. I was letting Colby do it because he never made it out of the backyard, and all of a sudden, boom, guy learned how to play golf. All of a sudden, just smokes one, and literally got it way up in the air. And we're like literally listening, like, please don't hit anything, don't hit anything. And then car alarm, boom. Went back inside.
So you guys were pretty much you were launching golf balls into that church parking lot,
No, it-
or the movie parking lot.
No, there's no way we're hitting that far.
Yeah, not that
Yeah,
far.
no.
Well, it started. We would play. So remember, we had the
What Cinnabon?
we had the
McDonald's?
No, not
horseshoe-
even.
Remember the horseshoe pits?
Yeah.
So we used to play chip back and forth between those, and then at the end, grand finale was we would just launch these
just
golf
tee off.
balls. Like I would hit my pitching wedge and just hit it kind of straight up in the air, or it was like a sandwich or something. It wouldn't go that far. It would go in like the
Yeah, we're not actually using drivers.
Colby was using. I don't know what happened, but
think I
he
used
just
a 3-wood.
launched this motherfucker. And just hit it
Still not a
right
driver.
over the houses. I was like, dude, that's gone. No, we're just literally pausing, waiting, and then boom, there was the car alarm. And I was like, we can't play this game anymore.
No shit. You guys should have drove around and tried to find it.
Yeah, that's a good way to get busted.
We did it. We did it again at the Shawnee townhome.
Enough of this.
Yeah.
What else happened?
Enough about the alleged criminal.
Let's stop
stuff that we
incriminating
did.
us. I'm sure the what's that called? The what's that called? Where you can't be charged with it anymore?
Well, we didn't say dates.
Double Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Nope, you're wrong.
Double Jeopardy's way off.
Half right. Half right.
Oh, what's that called? Someone's listening right now and be like, "It's called this, motherfucker."
I don't know what the fuck.
Well, they're not going to call. We don't have any phones.
Fuck 'em. But anyway, this got me thinking. So did any of you guys watch that? Did any of you guys watch O.J. Simpson confess to murder?
Yeah, pretty much. The new document, like the new. Wow.
Documentary.
Thank you. Could not get that
Ladies
word
and
out.
gentlemen, Ryan has pretty much been drinking all day.
I had a car bomb.
a champion.
I had a car bomb and raced it here, and it just hit when I was trying to say documentary.
Well, who raced
Legitimately,
it?
just well, Bronson raced it because Bronson's the one that drove, but
Whoa. Criminal activities.
allegedly drove. Allegedly
Some
drove.
people also like St. Patty's Day Eve.
Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, this is my weekend, guys. Hence the red beard. Like I go all out for St. Patrick's Day. It's my jam. But what were we talking about now?
Documentary.
Oh yeah, the O.J.
Simpson
Simpson.
murder.
Yeah. No, like he was talking about like the whole hypotheticals. Like, oh, if I would have done it, this is how it would have gone. And
Remember that book? It was called If I Did It.
Yeah, if I did it.
And they never released it, I guess.
They interviewed him back in like 2006, and basically, I think like the prosecution or something objected to that being shown. So they're like, yeah, we can't air this. And then like,
Yeah, because you can't. They didn't. Nicole's family wanted him to be blocked from making money
right,
from
the
murdering their child.
Yeah, from
which is
killing
fair.
them.
I completely understand that.
Did he say if I would have done it, I would have put this really small?
People make
he
money in
says,
a lot
like,
sketchier ways.
When I did it, pretty much said when I did it, like this is what I did.
He's like, oh no, I
but
specifically
this is all
remember.
hypothetical.
Yeah,
They
he's like,
should have offered them. He should have offered them a cut. They probably been, all right, go on in.
I mean, it was wild. So we're watching it, and we're watching this whole thing. You find out how much of a psychopath this guy is.
yeah.
What's O.J. Simpson's psychopath?
It's absurd.
He drove a Bronco.
Childhood.
No, his friend drove a Bronco.
Yeah.
true.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That was what he kept going to. He was like,
Bronco.
he was like, so it finally got down to it where he's like, okay, the gal. First of all, time did none of these people any favors.
No, no,
This
they've
was
aged.
this was filmed in 06, and then it went back and it had this guest panel, and it would sometimes show them. And the girl who was his publisher, she did the interview in 06, and she was on the panel too, like the expert panel. Time did her no justice.
There's a lot of stress going on.
It was
over
awful. But anyway,
there. O.J. still looks good, though.
it looks the same. Still
Sometimes taking a life.
beautiful caramel
Dusty's
skin. But anyway, this whole time he's going through and he's laughing about. He's just laughing about.
He would
shit.
talk about like, oh, like I stabbed her in the face, but this is all hypothetical.
This is all hypothetical.
And I'm like, dude, that's your wife.
Did he
like,
ever do the finger quotes? Allegedly.
No, he never
No,
did no finger
no, I
quotes.
wish.
But he's like, oh, this is really hard for me because this is all hypothetical, and like he said it like the word hypothetical probably 15 times in a 10-minute span.
But there was also a time where he didn't say it. Like he's just going through. This is how I felt. This is what I did.
This is what I did.
Oh,
This is what he gave
or
me.
it was Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have the knife. Charlie had the knife.
Yep.
So
Did he
pretty
say
much
anything
people are.
about the glove though?
Yes, he did.
He did.
He was like, oh,
So this
I
was
must have
recent,
had a
right?
glove on, and then I
Yeah.
took it off, and it must have fallen out of my back pocket, and I didn't realize it. And he said it just like that. It wasn't, oh, hypothetically, like I had a glove on, and it might have fallen out of my back pocket.
How did he get it on?
He's like, oh no, it must have just fallen out of my back pocket.
And
I
then
guess.
what? Weather shrunk it.
Well, I mean, like it was soaked in blood, wasn't it?
It's probably a gift that never fit to begin with.
He I think he
Hypothetically.
slept with his hand in like
Allegedly.
a bowl of water, so his hand like got really swollen, and then tried to put the glove on the next day, like it ain't fitting. That's what I thought.
Well, that was a big thing
Smart.
during the trial. It was like the prosecution did not want him to try it on, except for like the lead prosecutor, and they were telling him like, dude, do not let him try this on because it's weathered. It's probably shrank since then because it was wet that night and dried out, and it's going to shrink. And that person just, I can't remember the guy's name, but the lead prosecutor was like, no, we want it. He needs to put it on right now. And then obviously it didn't fit, and that was the biggest.
Who the chick that was the
No, it was the guy. It was the lead prosecutor. I don't remember what his name was, but he was on that show.
Don't
Talking
remember.
about it. I can't remember what his
Yeah.
name was, but
Huge nose.
big nose.
Big
But-
nose guy.
I'm glad we got names, but no names.
But no,
just,
like
just,
so,
just
so
casual
the person
things
the
out
person
there
that was like, interviewing everybody
stuff.
like looked at him and was like, well, how does that make you feel? And he goes, if I would have known everything that he said back in 2006, I would have had no objection to releasing this information because I 100% believe he just confessed to that murder.
He did. Straight
Like,
up. He knows he can't get in trouble for it again.
Right.
So why wouldn't he?
Yeah, it was.
This
But
is
also-
double
Yeah,
jeopardy.
dude,
that
but
we're
also-
talking about, Colby.
yeah.
Which is one of my
Right.
favorite movies, by the way.
Great movie.
Great movie. But what about the conspiracy theory that it wasn't him that committed the murder and he's covering up for his son Jason?
that did Jason.
Bop, bop.
But no, I did. I've heard that theory as well. Is like his oldest son or his only is it his only son?
No, he's got two young kids, but Jason, because when he had two kids that were way young, there's no way his son could have done it because he was like 6 or something.
No.
He's an. I think he has.
He has an older son. Like his son was probably like 18
Well, it
when
couldn't
that
have been
happened.
with
Around there.
Around that age. And
Well, it couldn't have been with Nicole
and-
because she was super young. At
And
that
didn't get along with Nicole.
yeah.
Okay.
It was from his first marriage with like high school sweetheart or something, whoever it was.
Some shit. I don't know. I
He
didn't
probably
pay
had a lot
that
of
much
kids. He was a
attention.
professional athlete.
Yeah, of course.
You can't go to the pros unless you have a few.
Best running backs of all time. You know?
Oh, speaking of best running backs of all time, Marcus
Hunt.
Allen
Oh, he's one of his best friends.
was one of his best friends until he fucked Nicole Brown Simpson. And then that started a whole thing between them.
Yeah, he was on the hit list next.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's even Kardashian. I don't know the dad's name.
Robert.
Well, no, Chloe.
Kardashian. There's a actually on Netflix there's a documentary about how they think that he destroyed like important evidence, like this bag. There's like this news footage of him carrying this bag around, and that bag was never seen again. And a lot of people believe that inside of that bag was like,
Yeah, he's a
bloody
good lawyer.
clothes and shit.
But also, I've
Good
heard
lawyers
that
do, I
Pay
thought.
that guy.
I mean, it wasn't only his lawyer; like they were good friends.
Yeah, they were
too,
friends
you know,
before
they were
that,
really
yeah.
good
OJ is
friends.
part of the reasons why all the Kardashians are famous.
Well, you say
Yeah,
they're
oh,
friends,
no.
but there's
No,
also
Kim
a little
had everything to
conspiracy
do
theory
with
that Chloe is OJ's son because OJ hooked up with what's Mama
Oh,
Mama's
yeah.
Mama's name?
I don't know if it was
Chris?
OJ or
Chris.
if there was
Are we talking
another
Chris?
guy.
Chris.
Yeah,
Or
Chris, yeah.
what's Bruce?
Bruce, Caitlin.
Caitlyn.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Did you just
2018.
assume his gender, her gender, or their
Don't ever
gender?
assume, man. It's your job to know what gender everybody is.
When you assume, you make an ass
Exactly.
out of yourself.
Right. But who knows? That whole fucking situation is just straight fucked. You know what I mean? Like,
Isn't it crazy? That happened
It's
in like what 93, 94?
yeah, we're still talking about
It's
it
It's
to this day.
2018.
Still talking about it.
Still talking about it.
Well, and also thinking of it in this way, like there's probably maybe 5 people in the world that actually know what happened, and they are not saying anything.
Do you think they know?
Oh, I bet you a lot of people. Not a lot of people, but I
Well,
bet you there's a few people that know.
Well, excuse me, sir. According to that Netflix series that had to do with the OJ trial, where Cuba Gooding played OJ,
no.
Robert Kardashian, aka David Schwimmer, is not a big fan of OJ anymore. He felt guilty. That's when you say that. That's the first time I heard that.
Well, Kardashian's no longer with us.
Well,
RIP.
I know he's on RIP, but I'm
Thoughts
just
and
saying.
prayers.
But I think, obviously he did it. He did it.
We'd love to
You
have
know what
any
I
of
mean?
them on here
But
as guests.
back
Or-
then, it's
Yeah,
just-
if we can
Or is he
if we
covering
can
up for his son
Kardashian on
Jason?
here.
I mean, I don't know about that whole fucking.
Wouldn't that be
theory, so-
wild to come to that revelation and find that out?
Deathbed confession.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely be a deathbed. We're gonna be all. Well, you're already old, but we're gonna be old.
I don't know. We gotta go there.
Man.
You guys are dicks.
So
today.
cold.
I
I
just
love
gotta
you,
give a
Eric. I haven't
shot.
said anything.
Gotta give a shot.
But that's
I
not
feel,
even true.
I feel bad about
I feel
that
like you
one.
started some of this.
But anyway, you guys, all big sports guys.
Big sports.
Says it on my shirt.
Yep, says it on your shirt. You might be able to buy that at brosouptown.com pretty soon. But anyway, what's going on in the tourney?
Well-
What are the upsets so far? I was yesterday at the bar.
Arizona.
I was a big Radford guy. They got blown out by Villanova. I was pretty
Well,
upset
it
about
was
that.
You a
16.
Radford guy? That
Big
didn't happen.
Radford guy.
Oh, my boy,
Virginia
my boy Wes at
Highlanders.
Buffalo did some work.
Yeah, that really screwed me. I
Did
had
any of you
Arizona
guys
going
actually
all the
pick
way.
that?
No, but I had him getting beat by Kentucky, so I'm good to go.
I did
I
have.
had Buffalo winning. I had.
Some of us
Did
filled
you
out
really?
brackets, not all of us.
But see, a lot of the guys I had winning, I had underdogs or beating, obviously the favorite team, and there's a few of them I had that only lost by 5 points or
Right.
less.
Well,
know what I
breaking
mean?
breaking news right now. Texas just lost to Nevada in overtime.
No shit.
Yep.
Are you
I had
serious?
Texas
Overtime.
going past.
Texas
well,
just lost in
yeah.
overtime.
Rip my bracket up.
How much
Sasha
money
Smart's
did you just
getting
lose?
fired.
Not that much.
Wichita State.
I had him going too far.
Yeah, I had
I
Wichita
had-
State losing. To
I did
Marshall.
too.
Wichita State.
Because I wanted an all West Virginia matchup in the round of 32,
Yeah.
and I wanted that whole state to just burn to the ground. because it's going to happen.
West Virginia to burn?
West Virginia and Marshall are playing each other, and it's just going to be a civil war
First of all,
inside
the
West
you hate
Virginia.
West
What do you
Virginia?
have
I don't
against
hate
West
West Virginia,
Virginia?
but I want to see chaos, and that's what's going to happen.
The great Pat McAfee comes from West Virginia.
Well, he played there. I don't
Dude,
think
they
he was
do
from there.
couch
Well, he's not
burning
from there,
there.
but he played there. I mean, so
Yeah.
got some
Everybody
alliance.
loves a good couch burning.
Well, yeah. There's going to be a lot of couches
West Virginia
burning.
loves couch burning.
That is true.
Thing. They
I feel
actually
like that's every college town. There's always
West
couches on
Virginia
I
porches.
mean, I have
so
burned a
bored.
couch. Have you guys been around for burning a couch? No, it blows up real quick.
Let's do it now.
We usually just throw them in the lake.
Yeah, throw it in the lake.
Throw it in the lake. What about
That's a story for later.
So what was up? Who did Wichita beat?
They lost.
They just lost
to
Marshall
I thought
Forest.
you guys were saying outside that they.
No,
they
Wichita
won.
State
State
lost
lost
to
to
Marshall.
Marshall. That's why they're playing
forcing-
West
they
Virginia.
were-
We are Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is
it.
what I
That's
say.
exactly who beat them.
That's who beat him.
Wow.
Which is what he was talking about because
Dan D'Antoni.
Marshall's in West Virginia, so they're going to play West Virginia in this next
As
round.
long as West Virginia wins, which I think they did. So I think
Oh,
they did.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they did.
So how
Blew
was your
Murray State out the water.
how was your guys' first round? Like, how are your brackets now?
Yesterday was good. Today-
Last
I
place
missed
in
a
the
lot.
group.
I've done pretty well. I lost NC State.
but
I had a lot of faith in them after beating North Carolina and Duke this year. I thought they were going to knock out KU. I think KU's route just got a little bit easier. But other than that, my bracket's not doing too bad. I called the Loyola Chicago upset. I called the Marshall upset.
Arizona.
I did not call the Arizona one. That one kind of screwed me.
Yeah, I called theirs.
Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah,
You picked Buffalo?
I picked Buffalo.
Oh,
No
Nice.
way.
I picked
Have you guys seen
Buffalo.
the all the videos coming out from that?
From the upset?
Yeah, from all the Buffalo fans just breaking tables.
Well, it's Bills Mafia. That's what they do.
Bills Mafia. That's what they do. Or what was the Buffalo? They were the Bulls, weren't they?
Something
Is
like
it the
that.
Bison?
Bison.
Bison. Well, Bulls,
Same.
Bison.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Bison,
Yeah.
Bills.
Ryan's running away with 180 points. Eric's got 170. I got
Running
160.
I got 150.
And Jason's pulled back up to 150
Yeah,
there.
I got 150.
All right.
Ross, where you at?
It just sucks because like
160.
160?
upsets.
That
man.
seems
They're
pretty
so
tight,
close.
though.
Most
That
of it-
seems
I mean,
pretty
this
tight.
is
180
early.
to 150.
Yeah, but most of it's
It's
how many
first
teams
round.
do you
Yeah.
lose?
Yeah.
Like, there's a future. Like, you can look at it. Like, we can't see it right now, but there's a way you can look at it. How many possible points do you have left?
Yeah.
That's the one you really got to look at. Because if you lose your champion,
And I lost
just
Wichita
rip that
State.
up. Yeah,
And
that's
they
the
went-
old
they're
school
going
way of
far.
saying it. Because obviously it's on everybody.
I've
Nobody
heard
does paper ones anymore.
I've heard. I think 2 people now because of course, listen to podcasts all the time, and I've heard 2 people now say that they just pick Kansas every time. I
that
don't know
seems
how
like a
good that
dumb move.
happens,
I always pick Kansas.
but I mean, it's
That seems like
that's
a
who
dumb
I
move.
would pick.
I mean, you'll win like what every
Every 20 years.
Every 20,
That's what they're doing right now.
you'll make it pretty
Ooh,
far in
I
the
had
tournament.
Rhode Island beating. I mean,
You only win like
they're
3 or
higher
4
seed,
times in
but
your
I
life.
had Rhode Island beating Oklahoma.
If you started when you were 1.
I had that because
better
I
than a
don't
lot of teams.
because I don't think Oklahoma deserved to be in the
Most-
They
tournament.
didn't deserve to be
The
there.
only reason why Oklahoma was in the tournament was because of Trey Young.
Because of Trey Young. Because Trey Young's going to make the NCAA money.
See-
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Oklahoma State beat Kansas and West Virginia twice.
They
Built
beat
away and
Oklahoma
on
twice.
at home.
They
You know
beat
what I mean?
Oklahoma
They
twice.
beat and they fucking get snubbed.
KU
That doesn't-
Oklahoma
in the
takes their.
last game.
Oh, that was such bullshit.
That doesn't make
dude.
sense to me. So because of one guy, because they have one superstar, they made the
Money.
tournament.
Yep.
And is
Yep.
he even a superstar?
How's that make them money? How's that make them money?
It's viewership.
Yeah.
People-
do they
big
really
in-
think
People are
just-
going to fucking tune in to Oklahoma
Because
to see
Okla-
Trey Young put up 30 points.
People that watch the NBA want to see the next generation coming into the league. And like, oh, we're going to watch him in college. So
Yeah.
they would rather watch somebody that they recognize than people from
An
Oklahoma
overall
State
better
that
team.
nobody knows.
And Oklahoma
everybody who
travels
they
well.
are.
Oklahoma
Yeah.
travels well.
Do they really?
So-
I would think Oklahoma State travels well. We watched some wrestling.
We did watch some
College
wrestling.
sports is corrupt. Let's be honest.
Completely.
It-
NCAA is correct.
All of it.
The FBI is going to have more championships
to
than anybody
bottom.
else here.
Is there any updates on that? The whole
No, they
it's
really
slowly
haven't
coming
come
out. It's releasing
That's like
slow.
I said earlier. I think they're
It'll
waiting
take
until after tournament time's over, and then
just-
they're just going to drop a huge bomb.
They
and
just
people are
wanted to
going to
get
be in trouble.
something out there. They're still building the case on it. They just wanted to make sure that everybody knew. Oh, we still got something.
Yeah.
It's still there. It was just a little
But
nugget
see,
of knowledge.
it's just like to me it's stupid that they're like doing that just for basketball
trying to take
because
banners down.
it's corrupts in not every single sport, but the major. So basketball
And football. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like, it's just to me they're not there obviously to play fucking or go to class and get straight A's. They're there to play basketball or football, whatever sport. You know what I mean?
But no major updates on that FBI case.
I will tell you guys right
they're
now, I'm
gonna
going to be a
drop
little
the
out of
ball.
it here for a little bit because the K-State game just started. So
Well, you can't leave just yet. We got something to talk about.
I'm going to be I'm not
talking
going to leave, but I'm going to be watching the game on my phone.
Do you have
right
a
now.
recording?
No. I'm watching it on my phone. K-State's up 7-0 right now on K.
We don't really need Ryan for this next thing I want to talk about.
What's the next thing? Are we staying on sports? We got to talk about the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
No, we can come back to that.
Well, you go ahead.
I was thinking
Go ahead, baby boy.
the Ryan weight loss challenge.
Boom.
Oh.
See, Ryan doesn't really have anything to say about this because, I mean, it's just what he has to do, really. And we're going to get a board to get a
Mousetrap.
wheel. A wheel of punishment.
Fuck you with that mousetrap shit.
There
Wheel
definitely
of
will be a
punishment.
wheel. I do like the idea of you rolling in a mousetrap.
That's not where
That's not what it was.
that's not what that was.
Mousetraps.
So, yes, we need some ideas on
Did you guys go
Something had
dick
to
in
do
the
with your
mousetrap?
penis.
How'd you
Yeah,
go?
that's what he wanted.
Oh my! Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
Oh,
this
no.
weight loss
That
challenge was
was
supposed
his-
to be fun. It was
That
supposed to
is
be a good time.
not-
No.
And now
First
we're
of
talking
all,
about dicks and mousetraps.
Hold on.
And
You
fuck
need-
this.
Hold
you need
on. He
reinforcement.
said
You asked for this, Ryan. You're like, I need encouragement.
Exclude bodily harm. I'm thinking just
Yeah,
like
no way.
Okay.
embarrassment.
Okay.
No way we
That's
got a mousetrap
that's
on.
I would
the
rather the
punishment.
embarrassment than the bodily harm.
Embarrassment.
that was not my
Punishment.
idea. First
we
off,
cannot talk
we need
over
the
each
listeners.
other.
Yeah.
Sorry.
hold on. That was not my idea. First off, second
with
off. No, Ryan said. So Eric said, "Yeah, we should put it on Facebook so people will give us suggestions." And
I don't
Ryan
trust
was
people
like,
online.
"Yeah, I don't trust people." Next thing you know, they're
listeners
going to be
need to have a
telling me
say.
to put my dick in a mousetrap, and I was like,
That's
"Oh,
a good idea. Let's do it, guys.
well, it was Ryan's idea. That's all I knew."
It's not just. I mean, at some point, some of us are going to have to roll the wheel for whatever reason, whether it's a bet. This wheel is going to go further than just Ryan's thing. Like every once in a while, it's going to come up where one of us is going to make a bet, and we're like, "Well, we'll go to the wheel for the loser."
No, go to the wheel. Yeah.
Right? So we can
So-
use this for a lot of things. So
Before we go too far into this, do you guys remember Rotten.com?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the image that is stuck in my head. The very first time, and the only time I've ever been to Rotten.com,
And you-
the very first image that popped up was a dick in a mousetrap, and there was a stream of blood coming
Yep,
from the
yep,
hole.
yep.
Yeah, that sounds great, guys. I'll do that. This is going to be a good time.
I mean, we'll mess
That
with it.
haunts my brain.
Yeah.
And as soon as you said
Hard
mousetrap,
pass.
that's where I went. Bro, I went with you rolling in mousetraps, which would be hilarious.
Maybe sit on a couple.
It'd be painful, but
I'd bend. I'd
Ryan, just make sure you don't lose.
Well,
Or
that's a
make
little
sure
hard
you
to
do lose
You,
is what he
you
really needs to.
plateau a little
No,
bit.
Isn't the goal to lose though?
No, lose exactly. Don't. Yeah, it's not. It's to lose the weight. But the goals are going to be obvious things you can obtain. It's going to be things that you choose not to get to, like not going to the gym a certain amount of days during the week. Just stuff like that, like easy things. It's just things you wanted this. Did you?
If I
not?
want to lose weight, I don't want a mousetrap to the dick.
Well,
No,
exactly.
that's not even
I mean,
on
the
the
wheel
menu.
will
don't
have
wanna see that.
segments that
There
are
will be
bigger than
no
others.
insertion and no dicks in mousetraps.
No
Well-
penetration. Well,
Thank you.
Well,
Well, yeah.
maybe there's positive ones on there too.
Oh, okay. Penetration's back on the table.
That part-
so what about
yeah,
I want to
so
go
some
around the
ideas,
table.
guys.
I want to go around the table and get at least one idea for the wheel. Mine, I'm going punch to the stomach by UFC women's bantamweight Megan Anderson.
But can you line that up?
You got a guy?
I talked to her coach on Mercer on Fire. If you wish to listen to an interview from a UFC fighter, the James Krause is on Mercer on Fire. I feel like I could line that up now. I kind of have an end to the gym.
I feel like she's not going to be like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
She's definitely going to want to do that.
I think she'll want to do that.
You know what I mean? I don't think she's
That
gonna
is
turn that down.
my suggestion.
Probably gonna make me shit myself.
by the way, I think we should put this on Facebook for everybody to give us ideas. They don't have to go. It doesn't have to go on the wheel. Maybe we'll pick one.
Yeah,
of the
we
best
just
ones.
we'll pick some of the
But yeah,
ideas.
we want our listeners to have a voice
In our wheel.
Ryan's.
Maybe a mousetrap on the nipple.
Oh my!
No, that'll cut it off, dude. Those things hurt.
Will not cut it off.
They snap necks.
Yeah.
They legit snap
What do you
necks.
think's gonna happen to
We
a
need
nipple?
to get off the whole mousetrap thing. Let's move
Okay.
on. Okay, Jason, what do you got? You got anything?
I need time to think about that. I can't think of something.
All right,
right
I
off
got a
the bat.
couple. Maybe Mercer slaps Ryan.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Just
Or,
to slap?
yeah.
But
Ryan-
who's gonna
Ryan-
slap-
We have
Ryan-
to live together.
But
Maybe we all
I'm not
slap
paying rent if
Ryan.
you slap me.
We all slap
Hey, we'll
Ryan
put some
bare
flour
ass.
on his hand. You'll be fine.
We all slap Ryan
Baby
bare
powder?
ass.
on the ass.
Yeah,
But
skin
wait.
to
Bare
skin.
ass.
on
Ooh,
the
with a
ass.
paddle.
You
He was
guys
in a
are-
frat.
We
you
never
probably have
did
one.
that. I do have a paddle.
You guys are like pretending these all to Ryan though, so like you got to imagine like
Like-
oh we just
No,
got
okay,
Mercer
everybody
gonna
gets
slap
to
his
slap the
own.
person on the ass.
Well, I like how Jason says no physical harm, and the first thing everybody at the table has
Yeah.
said is, "Oh,
Like,
let's fucking
slap.
slap the shit out of Ryan."
I didn't hear Jason say that because we're definitely hurting Ryan.
Maybe shave a penis in your chest.
The only thing, okay, Ryan can't.
Yeah, I like
okay,
that.
it can't be something where Ryan will go to jail
What about
or end
like
up with
a
his face up at the post office.
Embarrassing tattoo.
That-
Jayhawk
No,
tattoo.
no, no.
Jayhawk
That's
tattoo.
permanent.
No,
Physical
no,
pain,
no.
you
Hey,
go straight to.
that gives you fucking motivation, man. You want that Jayhawk.
This
on
wheel
your
is
back
gonna
shoulder
stick
for
with
the
us
rest of your life.
forever.
Yeah.
That's all of
You're
us.
gonna have Mickey
Yeah,
Mouse with a boner on your ass before this game gets over.
Fuck the ass. I'm putting that right on your face if you make me get a KU tattoo.
Jayhawk on the back shoulder.
But see, this,
Maybe-
yeah,
maybe
the wheel
we-
does go towards everybody.
Maybe we stew on the ideas.
Hold on.
I don't know.
I thought we had.
So
that.
what?
I like
so,
a slap.
I thought,
a slap
I thought
from the crew.
Slap. Ryan does a belly flop into the pool and we'll videotape it.
Done that.
That could be one.
That could be
I mean,
one.
Ryan does that every weekend anyways, during the summer. Just things like that. I mean, it could be little things. Ryan takes a bar mat shot,
Oh, match shot.
right?
I like it. I like it.
I like this.
Right?
Or
I mean,
shot-
it's things like that. That's what
You
we
gotta
like,
shoot the
we-
boot.
Match shot. I like it.
You ever
Or
heard
shot
of
of our
shooting the
choice.
boot?
Ryan,
Chugging a beer out of a shoe.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Dirty,
Ryan does a
nasty
lap
old-
around the house.
I did a little
Oh,
rugby
what
in
about-
college. I know what that's
What
like.
about like
Shoot the
a
boot.
super healthy mix and match of like a smoothie? Just
Yeah,
throw
that's a punishment. Don't let me eat meat.
no, just
for, like, a
throw
day.
like
Yeah, okay,
throw
that's
like
not a bad
broccoli,
idea.
cauliflower,
Right.
No meat one
eggplant,
day.
squash.
One
Throw
day is
everything
not- yeah.
into a.
I do like where
week.
Bronson's
A week.
going.
Ryan eats
Ryan-
nothing but salads for a
If
week.
it's no meat for one day, I'm going to Quick Trip and I'm ordering those little like taquitos, those poblano
The
pepper
poblano
taquitos.
pepper ones?
Hell yeah,
Those are
I'll eat
fire.
I
those
feel like that
every
Yeah,
day.
they're-
I think
is
it's
the
no
healthy
meat for a
aspect
week.
of this.
They're good.
Or just salads for the
Or
week.
just salads for 1 week.
Well, I mean, hold on. They
You-
put
you need more
Okay,
than
no, I like
salads.
that because I could put ham on a salad.
Nope.
No meat.
That's a chef's salad.
Ryan, the whole reason
Meat
for
is
you to lose
healthy.
weight. These are all
Meat is
helpful
healthy.
ideas. This is all like your idea. For
Yeah,
you
eating
to
salads
give
is
you
not healthy.
desires.
Well, it depends on what you put on there.
Strictly
And I
salads.
load my salads with bacon.
Of course, like a fucking
I
gentleman.
feel like we're losing the direction of this.
I think this is going great. Let's keep talking about food. Like, yeah, I'm in.
Right. Does anybody else have any more ideas on things we could do?
I do like
we
vegan.
could table that.
Streaking
Give
across
us
the quad.
a chance, everyone, to think about something
I got one.
for next
You got
time.
Got one.
Roll it.
Ryan gets waxed.
Boom.
Ooh, I like
Butthole
it.
wax.
Oh, no, not
Body.
butthole waxing.
I
Full-
got a
We're
guy.
not butthole waxing.
I got a guy.
Full body.
I
No,
tell you
I have
what.
heard. I
Why
have
you looking at
heard.
me?
Hold on, I have heard people that have waxed their buttholes. They're like, "There's ass hair there for a reason." Because if you wax all that shit out of there, it's like you're pissing out of your ass because you're sweating and there's no hair to catch it.
I was
it just
told-
goes straight into your shorts. I'm not ass pissing for
was-
you, sir.
I was-
I do not care what you say. I will not piss out of my ass for you.
Well, we'll see what happens.
What if it
wheel
lands
does
on
not
that
lie.
one? If it lands on that one, I will go with you. I will get my
You
ass
just been
waxed.
one to do this.
Well, this is okay.
This is
Hold
not-
on, time out, Mercer. Why don't we just do that for you?
Yeah,
So-
we'll videotape it. That's a good vlog area right there.
So yeah, that's good content. So way back
He's
in
been
the
trying to
day,
get me to do this with him for years too.
way back in the day, there was a guy at work that
Whoa.
told me, "Would you really get your asshole waxed?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I will fucking pay for it." I was like, "I've been wanting to do that and like film it,
Bleach too.
and then bleach it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck."
All right. Well, like I said, we'll table that next week. Give us all a few days to think of some good ideas and put it out there. You know, see what people think as well. Come back, and we'll make the fucking wheel. You know what I mean?
I like that idea.
Unveil the wheel.
I definitely like that idea.
The wheel of punishment.
So we went off sports. We talked about punishing Ryan brutally.
yeah, I'm not. Fuck you guys. You
I
guys
think-
aren't my friends.
I feel like we can talk about this every week.
No, let's go back to the sports thing. I want to talk Chiefs. Chiefs have been making
We're
fucking
going
food.
Chiefs. Let's go NFL in general.
The
The NFL in general has been out.
Been getting crazy.
What just happened?
Were you just rapping? I was so confused.
No, it's just been a wild week.
Jason
man.
is
It's
lit.
just been a wild
Well, the
week.
Making moves.
the breaking
man.
news of the day. I don't know if anybody heard. Chiefs signed Chad Henne to a 2-year deal. So we got our backup quarterback.
And
backup.
And Tyler Bray went to the Bears.
how about fucking Jordy Nelson?
Don't even start.
What the fuck, man? They getting
Speaking
rid
of purple-
Green Bay getting rid of him. He's going to motherfucking
Well, I-
Raiders.
Right here. Okay, so hold on. As we all know, Ryan would probably have Jordy Nelson's child. If
I already
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I've raised it.
Anyway, so how do you feel about that?
I
Your
fucking
pride
hate
and
it.
joy
Going to the
the
enemy. The
ugly,
enemy.
ugly
I
Raiders.
fucking hate it. Like a piece of me
Did you
died.
cry like a lot?
No, so honestly, when I first heard about it, it was last night, and I was drunk. And I woke up today, and I was like, that was a dream. That didn't happen.
You're still going through the
No,
phases.
it's
I
real.
was like, no,
man.
that didn't happen. And then I looked at
Yeah,
my
it
phone
did.
again today, and it was like, oh, Jordy Nelson to the
Denial.
Raiders. I was like, the
Acceptance.
fuck are you doing, man? Like, you grew up in Kansas. You went to Rock County High School, right by Manhattan, and you know how much Kansas City hates the Raiders, and you fucking choose the Raiders. You fucking choose the Raiders. You could have been the white guy that goes to the New England Patriots. Like, we haven't heard that story every fucking year.
Big gym rat.
Yeah, but but still, I mean, come on. Like, I honestly,
He's like,
I would have respected him a little bit more going to the Raiders because everybody fucking to the Patriots. Everybody goes to the fucking Patriots, but to the fucking Raiders, man.
and for me too, like
he's
he
not
has
washed up.
said that
Sleep
he
with
doesn't
one eye open,
consider
Jordy.
himself a
Ryan's
fucking
coming for
football
you.
player.
We coming for you.
He considers himself a farmer. Like that's what he does.
That's what he does in the offseason.
He
He
goes
farms.
home and
There's
he,
no
and
farms
he
in
works on
Oakland.
the family farm.
Not in Oakland.
I'm like,
There's some farms in Oakland, but it's not the kind of farms you
but at the
see here
same
in
time,
Kansas.
I like that kind of farm.
Oh hell!
what was it like 15 mil for 2 years?
I didn't see
Some
what
shit
I didn't
like
see what
that.
the money.
I
didn't
love
see
the
the
Sammy
money.
Watkins, but man, Jordy for 2 years.
Sammy Watkins. Let's talk that.
Yeah, but I mean, so
Whoa.
Jordy's 33.
That's big.
Chiefs just got Sammy.
Chiefs
while
are
he's
like,
24.
hey,
24, 4 years in.
He's a big boy too, and fast.
This is his 5th year, right?
Can you
Fifth
imagine?
year.
Can you imagine him and Tyreek on the outsides streaking down the field, the middle of the field being wide open with Travis Kelce or Kareem Hunt coming out of the backfield?
and
It's gonna be
all-
crazy.
And you
he's
still
just
got
gotta air it
Demarcus
out.
Robinson. You still got Chris Conley. Like,
Spencer Ware's back.
All you gotta do is just
I wouldn't be
air it
surprised if
out.
Spencer Ware goes somewhere.
Air
To be
it
honest,
out.
I bet you would trade Spencer Ware.
No, you gotta have a backup.
We need to have the production out of Sammy that we saw in his first couple years in the NFL.
So are the
Well,
Chiefs?
last year wasn't
But
bad.
he
for him.
hasn't
It wasn't
been in that
bad,
system.
but
I
he-
don't
well,
think
he
that's
switched systems.
working for him. But like fucking Mahomes and his fucking arm, you can
Last
just air
year,
it out
Mahomes?
100 yards. Like all you got to do is air it out. You got Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins to
Even
catch
Holmes-
up to it.
Even
Boy.
Mahomes can't overthrow
God
these guys.
damn.
These
Yeah.
guys are so
Right.
fast.
So-
Safeties
So are we
can't
just gonna
creep
sling
up.
it?
Yeah,
We're just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
it's over.
gunslingers.
That's the
Well,
fuck
I
we
mean,
should.
they didn't
That's
address
what should
cornerback.
be happening.
They got a linebacker, which is awesome.
yeah,
Hitchens?
Hitchens,
Yeah.
baby.
He's a beast.
Let's
He's a
talk about
beast.
Hitchens now because this is an exciting guy.
Go ahead,
I
talk.
think that's a damn good pickup.
Damn
He's-
good pickup.
He's still young. He's
2000
coming off his rookie contract too.
Yeah, I think he's 4 years in too, right?
Yeah. Right.
Last year put up a record season. Didn't miss one single tackle. Was one of the best run stoppers. 36 pass
He's gonna-
attempts to
he's gonna
him.
fit right
Not
in
one
there.
catch.
Hey, did you guys
DJ,
see that?
right after DJ?
I've been
he's-
seeing a lot about the Chiefs being a perfect fit for Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, the Honey Badger.
the Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
Perfect
Could you-
fit.
is he a
Could
free
you
agent?
imagine
Oh, he just got
having?
cut.
He got cut. They got rid of him.
Yesterday.
Could you imagine having fucking
Honey Badger don't give a
Eric
shit.
Berry and Tyrann Mathieu in the
Right.
fucking
And Fuller.
secondary?
Fuller's
Are you
corner,
kidding me?
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding
Well,
me?
what I'm excited about with Hitchens is you got Hitchens and Ragland on the inside now.
Yeah.
They're gonna be blowing up the run.
Yeah, and
They're
he's
coming
one of the
in
best.
hot.
Hitchens one of the best run stoppers in the game right now.
What I loved about
And
DJ,
Fuller just shutting down Jordy Nelson.
God.
yeah. What I loved about DJ,
You don't want to talk about
I don't want to talk about it. What I love about DJ, thoughts and prayers. Hope you do well there, buddy. But what I loved about DJ was he would just full on. He didn't give a fuck. He just full on come running up the middle, and blow
talked
things
about
up.
this.
Yeah,
Submarine.
and I think Hitchens is the
Disruptive.
same kind of
Yep,
player.
he is.
And he'll come in and just
gonna
blow
fit-
up
he's gonna fit
the
right
run.
And he can
there in the
defend against the
3-4.
pass.
Hopefully he wraps up a motherfucker.
Well,
Because I know DJ.
He's a 3-down linebacker. Like he's
Yeah.
not coming off the field.
Right.
Some DJ had to come off the field in a lot of passing downs and stuff like that.
Honestly,
I'm
though,
stoked
the-
about Hitchens.
the-
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Player I'm surprised we got rid of was Hali. I figured we would have gotten rid of Justin Houston though, because
Big
Justin
contract.
Houston got the huge contract and he's been hurt. Ever since he's got that contract, he's been hurt.
Yeah, but
for at
Tamba's
least half
old.
the
He
motherfucking
played
season.
every game last year.
The
Did he play
number
every
one
game? Are you
sack.
sure?
They just changed.
He had the record for sacks and then didn't record a single sack last year.
Last year he did.
No, he did not. He
didn't have a
didn't
sack.
have a
I'm just-
single sack
I'm not
last year.
talking. I'm talking about cap space. He
I
was
don't
with like
care.
the highest
But
played
you don't
have no
fucking
protection
defensive
where you-
player for.
But what you're forgetting
Can't
there's,
get paid for
there's,
nothing.
there's cap money and there's dead money.
Okay.
And Tamba's his whole contract was dead money.
He played
Yeah.
2 games last year for like $8 million, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Sir,
and
I'll do that.
Houston's contract is still to the point where it's too much dead money, which means basically it's
They're paying him.
so much of his contract will just go away.
Yeah.
Like we'll still have to.
We
pay
don't
him. There's still
regain.
dead
We don't
money next
regain
year.
that money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Tamba's was a deal that they expected to cut him at this point. And
I'm
he hasn't
just-
done anything. Like he barely played last year.
Honestly, I'm just glad like they're being aggressive. You know what I mean? And like, I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
could you
Dude,
imagine if we had gotten?
I love the new GM.
Because I know how much you
She's
hate Alex
dealing.
Smith,
Veach has
but,
been
and I
doing well.
understand we had to get
She's
rid of him to
dealing.
get these players. But could you, man, we kept Alex Smith and we were able to get Sammy Watkins. That's what I kept saying. Is just I felt like Smith just needed one more option besides Tyreek and
wouldn't.
Kelsey.
He gone.
Don't get him started. Don't get.
Patrick Mahomes is the future.
Hey, Mahomes on the range, man.
We just need Watkins
I
to
mean,
be
it
able to
makes
step up and
sense,
actually
you
make
know?
plays.
It makes sense, but to me, it's just like when you look at
Exactly.
like Aaron Rodgers played
Watkins
behind
could be a
fucking
stud.
Brett Favre for how long, and he comes back and he's best quarterback in the fucking league, and you can't tell me that Alex Smith isn't one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He had,
I can.
he was top 2 quarterback rating in the fucking season.
Ready?
All last year.
Eric, go.
What?
How is he not the best quarterback in the
We're
league?
not
Go.
doing
Oh, I
that.
can't.
We've
We don't have time for
already
that.
done We've already
Yeah, I
done
think we
that.
spent a whole podcast on that.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was the
Yeah, but
best,
not
but
one-
I'm
not
saying
one that
he's
we're
one of the
releasing.
better.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that.
I'll tell
We
you
can do
what,
a
I'll be
whole
mad if the
We ain't
fucking
got time
Redskins
for me
go to
to.
the goddamn
There's
fucking
too
Super
many
Bowl.
things to talk about
But
how much better Mahomes is going to be than Alex Smith.
regardless
Yeah,
how
I said the
disappointed
same
I am
things
in
over and
Alex
over
Smith
again.
leaving,
It's not true.
the fact that we're picking up all these fucking players, you know what I mean?
All
just
these
gives me
tools.
fucking hope, you know
It's
what I mean?
exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting for the Chiefs. This
I was
year.
pessimistic when the season ended, and everything that's been happening right now in the offseason, I'm really optimistic about how the Chiefs are going
It
to
really
making
seems like it's going to be a
fucking
really, really
moves,
fun
man.
offense to watch.
Yeah.
It's turning
Yep.
into.
Hunt's ranked number
kidding
3
me?
in the league. Kelsey number 3.
Yeah.
Hill number 11.
The O line.
Watkins
The O
41.
line is back basically fully intact.
But wasn't it kind of Swiss cheese? Like, don't we need kind of a new O line?
Yeah, but you had everybody
We just
cheating up
got
because
one.
they knew that Smith wasn't going to throw deep all the time.
He was going to check down.
They were going
and-
to check down, so they would be cheating up, and they'd
But now, and
pressure the
another
run.
thing is that now they can't put that high safety over the top of Hill because
Right.
you got to worry about Watkins on the other side.
And we got a
There you
mobile
go.
quarterback, too.
And that,
Even more mobile.
Yeah, well, Alex
I'm
Smith
not
was-
saying that
I-
Alex
as
Smith
much as I
wasn't
talk
mobile,
shit,
but
Alex Smith is more mobile than Mahomes.
You think so?
Mahomes
Yeah.
is more of a pocket guy.
Really?
He can move around. He's athletic,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's Alex Smith.
Alex Smith was 2nd or 3rd rushing like every season.
Alex
Believe it or
Smith
not.
played in like a
And
basically
that's why I
running
just
style
hated when
quarterback
people
offense.
hated on him because when watching the games, like
It's 'cause
the
he was
games we
scared.
lost weren't from lack of effort from Alex Smith.
At the end of
it
games,
sure as hell
It's
wasn't.
really just
scared.
his face.
is that what it was?
We didn't like it.
No good for him.
He's a beautiful man.
Well,
fuck,
is that all
man.
our NFL news?
That's it.
I believe so, yeah. We're-
I mean, there's so much to dive into. We could go
Richard
on for another
Sherman
hour
going
just about
into
it.
to the fucking Niners. The whole reason why he went there is because I get to play the fucking Seahawks twice a fucking year.
That's exactly why he did it.
Oh yeah. He's like,
No
I don't need
shit.
the money.
Richard's-
He's like, I got 2 fucking degrees. Like when I'm done with football, I'm gonna be set. But he's like, I went to. He said, like, I get to play the Seahawks twice. That's why I went to the 49ers.
Really? Richard Sherman went to went to the Niners?
Yeah, the Seahawks released him,
Oh, wow.
and then literally like 2 hours later, it's Sherman's signing with the fucking 49ers. Like,
Wow,
that's
that's
crazy.
wild.
Man.
He wants his
And I mean-
bench. He wants. He's bitter about
And
that.
I think as long as Garoppolo fucking
Yeah, he's gonna
pans
play
out
against
like
them
they
twice.
want him to, I think that the 49ers are going to be back on the up.
They
You know
got a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
picks too. Watch
Yeah.
out for the Cleveland Browns this year. Just a preview. We can do.
Oh, and then the
NFL
Cleveland
preview
Browns too,
They've been
making
wheeling
fucking
and dealing
huge
all day.
moves.
Yeah. Watch out, Browns.
It's going to be a
playoffs.
weird
Colby,
season.
you're going to Las Vegas here pretty soon.
Yeah, one
Might have
week.
to send you some money.
Next
put on
week.
Browns to go to the playoffs.
Can we talk about something I'm outraged about?
Let's hear it.
I like it. Go.
I want to hear it.
It's about the dead dog on the airplane.
Okay.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
Okay.
Has everyone heard about this?
Yeah.
Everyone in here?
Yes.
United Airlines.
United
First of all,
Airlines
Y'all
taking
fucked
some
up.
heat.
I would have made them throw me off the fucking plane before I would have put my
You
dog
say that.
in the fucking.
So here's what I think is we're
overhead
running into
bin.
as a problem. These stewardess, because of heightened security, we're running into power trips almost, right? Because these flight attendants, if you will, you say something wrong against them. I've seen hundreds of videos people getting kicked off of planes.
Yeah.
Just for
And getting their asses whooped doing it.
just for talking back to these flight attendants.
Right.
Now, who is this flight attendant? First of all, the flight attendant was wrong on the rules. That dog can be in a carry-on bag as long as it can go under the person's feet.
Yeah.
Right.
That is the policy for the airline.
Yeah.
This flight
But we
attendant
don't.
was
How,
wrong.
do we don't know? Do we know how big the bag was?
The bag was
It
just
was a,
normal
it was
carry.
a, it was a French bulldog puppy. It was
They
a tiny
were
dog.
perfectly within their rights to put that dog under their feet. Flight attendant would not allow it. The flight attendant's wrong. Now, if that person who gave pushback to that flight attendant, that
Either
flight
way, the
attendant
whole
was like, "No,
situation's
you're
wrong."
putting that dog up there, or you're getting off this plane." That is not fair. That is
I don't
not
want
fair.
to. I'm not taking the flight attendant's side. I'm certainly against it.
And
I'm
you're
not
absol-
into dogs being shoved into carrier.
This is the problem we're running into. You're giving these stewardess or flight attendants too much power. Too much power. Because I have seen multiple times stewardess be like, "Hey, get this person off the plane. I want them on my plane." That is not fair, especially if they're in the wrong.
But also, I don't see how Ryan and I talked about this a little bit. I don't see how like the rest of the
Oh, I would have
people said like, no, you're not putting that fucking dog.
People
up
were,
there.
people were mad about it, and just stories you hear about it. Like the dog was barking halfway through the flight, and then just nothing.
That's what I heard.
That was
like
it.
they were like, oh, it was so sad because you could hear it barking, and then halfway through the flight, silence.
But
Like,
see,
everybody
I'm
knew.
just as upset at the dog owner because I'm not putting my dog up there.
Agreed.
I'm not.
Agreed.
You are forcibly moving me off of this fucking flight because I'm not going to
You
put my
say
dog
that,
up
but
there.
then what if you get flagged and you're not flying for a year? That's you know what I'm saying? You got to think about that.
I'd take that fucking chance,
You gotta
dude.
think
That's
about
my
that.
fucking dog. You
If,
know,
if,
like, that's
a,
my
if a
fucking-
marshal gets
It's
on that
part of the
plane and
family
pulls
at
you
that
off that
point.
plane because you're saying no, you're not flying for a while, and that's hard.
But see, that's
This person lived in LaGuardia. Houston to LaGuardia was the flight. This person lived in New York. They can't hop off that flight. There's no telling when they're going to get back to their home. I mean, you can't take that.
It's your dog at that same time. I mean, you can,
I'd
but at
fucking
the same
figure
time,
out
you
a
don't have to
way.
be hostile about it. You can be like, all right, well, then I want to talk to somebody. I'm
For real.
leaving the plane with this dog.
what I got to
But they're
do.
on a schedule, so they're
Yep.
they're 100% fighting you every
but
bit of
if
the way.
it's that
Doors locked.
if it's
You
to that
can't get
point,
off.
$25,000 to open up that door
where
again.
the flight attendant's wrong, and you talk to somebody outside the airport, they're going to give you a free flight someplace. You're going to get home at some point.
I'm not
The
taking
airline-
I'm not fucking taking my dog. I'm not putting my
Well-
dog in the fucking overhead bin.
No, that's
I'm not
those
gonna do
overhead
that, man.
compartments are not made for things to be stored up there.
The airline said that. They're like, this flight attendant messed up. There's no air circulation. We would never, ever ask someone to do
Especially
that.
a French
No.
bulldog, and I have an English bulldog, and they
I'd like
are-
They
to see
already
her
have
shoved
a
up
hard
in
enough
that
time
thing.
breathing.
they don't
You have
Right.
to check her, sir.
Like they already have a hard enough time breathing.
Yeah,
bulldogs
exactly. No,
do. Like,
they're known to have heat exhaustion, where
Right.
they literally will have heart attacks in the summertime. Like Lily, I have to put a baby pool outside if she's outside for a long time.
All I'm
like I
saying,
at
everyone,
the dog park the other day, I about had to fucking beat the shit out of this one dog because it kept going after Harley, and she was running around playing, and this one dog kept on like going after her and like being super aggressive, like biting on her and shit. And I like almost caught up to him one time. Like I was about to fucking kick that dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't give a shit. Like
Jason's
if your
beating up
dog
dogs
is
at the dog park.
like hurting my dog, like, I'm
Nobody
gonna fucking-
touching my baby.
Yeah, I, mean,
I just think if
I've
you're-
seen that shit before. Like, you know
Let's
what I
hope we
mean?
don't see that on the news. Jason beats up a dog at the dog
if you're
park.
going to fly with something like an animal or something you're not sure about, I think obviously you
Definitely
should do your
call ahead.
research.
Yeah.
Do your research, call ahead, let them know, and then be able to prove it. When that flight attendant says no, you pull up the policy and be like, okay, well, how am I wrong?
Well, did you hear about the?
Some
So
people-
it was United again, like 2 days after that puppy passed away. They shipped somebody's dog to Japan.
to Japan. That dog got a free flight home, though. No, it did.
I'm sure,
It just
I'm
got
sure
back
it
today.
did.
It just got back
It
today.
just got back today. But I
Was
mean,
it dead?
no, it was
No,
alive.
okay.
They-
But
they-
dude, flying animals is stressful on him, and that was a 10-year-old service dog. Like,
and that and
that's
flying
stressful for
from,
them.
I'm assuming it was West Coast to Japan. That's still probably a 6-7 hour flight.
Some
That's
people take advantage of the whole dogs on
Right,
flights and stuff
absolutely.
like that. People
Absolutely.
do. I've seen it. It's
I'm not,
Not
naming
cool.
anyone Margot.
I watched somebody in the Vegas airport take their dog out of one of those little carry-ons that we were just talking about that French bulldog was probably in. They laid down a bunch of napkins on the floor in the Vegas airport, put the dog on those napkins, the dog pissed on it, and she was in a wheelchair, and then she just rolled away after the dog got done pissing.
that's fucked up. See,
Yeah.
But it's Vegas, so I mean, like, is that the worst thing that's been on that floor?
No, somebody
I've done
probably
worse.
did that.
I
Just said
I saw Colby do worse one time. We can't talk about that.
No names.
No names.
No names. No names.
I thought it was no names, not at the table.
Okay. What about here's something interesting. Ryan brought this up to me. Was the DNA of
Oh,
so
yeah.
this astronaut went up and he was up. What was he up there for a year?
Up there for a year at the space
1 year.
station.
Up there for 1 year, and he has an identical twin. And when he came back down, his DNA is completely changed from his identical.
That's false.
Twin. It's false.
Yep, that's false.
Well, Colby did some
Please
research.
fact
Okay.
check us.
Fact check. The report got released today, this afternoon, that what happened was they were expecting this, actually. So your body, your DNA changes depending on the environment you're in for that long.
That's what I'm
so,
saying.
like a mountain climber or someone that goes scuba diving, when you're down there for a long period of time, your DNA, that part, it's not your full DNA strand, but your DNA is constantly building, right? The pathogens. So what?
Allegedly.
Yeah. So what happened was they said in 6 months it's going to be completely back to normal. It's just a stress thing that your body does
Oh, really?
to adapt to the environment.
Listen, it like
you know what?
that's
That's
why
why
my-
don't fully
my-
Professor
Don't just
Colby
read
coming
the
in.
headlines.
I
my
think he's an
fascination.
alien.
OJ
with,
should
like,
have went up to the mountains before he killed Nicole.
Yeah, for sure.
the human
it's-
body is like literally the most resilient fucking thing on the planet. Like, just take a look at like drug addicts. You know what I mean? Once they come off of their drug, you know what I mean, and they detox, everything goes back to normal. Look at like obese people that are carrying out over
easy.
like, well, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about 600 pounds or more. You know what I mean? Like your body, and I mean it can only, you know, work for so long. You know what I mean? Like function with that kind of weight or that kind of problem for so long. But the fact of the matter is like your body can take so much motherfucking punishment up to the point where obviously like, you know, you go into space, like science. I mean, NASA knows that you can only be up there for so long.
That's
before
still stress on
you're
your
gonna
body,
fuck-
exactly.
Yeah, and it's mad stress on your body because you're living in.
But you
no
don't realize
gravity.
it. You don't feel like you have stress, but your body is trying to adapt to its environment. That's exactly what happened with that. So it's completely the same. Here's what happened.
So
Here's
all
why I
the
have a
way to
problem.
a
Is the
fucking
media
cellular
took
level.
a little piece of information that they gathered from this experiment and they ran with it and they ruined it. And it's not true. And it's garbage. And throw it out.
Throw it out the window.
Throw it in the lake.
Throw it in
So
the
it's
lake.
called. It's actually called gene expression. It's when your body is adapting to the environment it's in. Our media is
On a
garbage.
fucking
This is what they do.
Somebody did
They
their
take
homework.
two words. They take two words
I-
from a report.
I'm gonna be honest.
and they trash it.
I ran with the headline article Ryan told me.
Exactly.
I ran with that
on
too.
a
Yeah.
fucking
I just ran with
I
cellular
still think
level.
we
he
get
turned
off here?
into Alien.
When we get
Bronson
off here,
just looked at the
look
pictures.
Instead of triple cheese, we just call him Professor.
The professor.
Gene expression. It's just your body
Just
adapting
think
to its
about it,
environment.
like-
It'll be back to normal.
When you,
This is what's wrong with the media. I'm sorry. I'm still going on. I'm pissed because these people take a couple words and they turn it into this whole thing that is
We
not.
need to get positive.
because everybody
Clickbait.
changes.
It's clickbait. They want people
That's
to
all-
go
that's
to
all
their
it
site.
is.
Yeah.
That's exactly
And
what it
people
is.
don't want to. People don't want to click on it, so they read what the headline says, and they just take that and
That's
make
not
their own
true.
conclusion.
Get to some fun like
Someone get down to go to NASA.com and read it.
Is it FMK time? We need to get Colby happy.
Well, hang on. We'll get there. So, my FMK. This is okay. To build out this show, what we do is we just have a Facebook thread that we all share ideas, what we want to talk about. And this FMK came up, and there's a lot of debate around it. So I'm going to go with mine. We'll give our answers,
No debate for me.
and then there will be debate,
Well, there was debate.
and we'll do other FMKs.
Names.
Did you not even look, Colby?
No, I did. Did you not see mine? I was like, hey, what three did everyone decide?
So, my FMK, Entourage, Sasha Grey.
She's
You
a
know
porn
Sasha
star.
Grey, porn star. Sasha Grey. Then we have Dana Gordon and Amanda Daniels.
Yeah, that's good.
You have to fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Killing Sasha Grey, fucking Amanda Daniels, marrying Dana Gordon.
Okay.
I'm actually going to second him.
Dana
Okay.
Gordon?
I'm
You calm down, sir.
I'm going to third that.
Yep.
Dana Gordon is my girl.
You guys are all killing Sasha Grey?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's a porn star. I'm a fucker.
That's fair. Hey, to each their own.
That's gonna
To
be a
each
good
their
time.
own.
To each
One
their
time,
own.
Dana Gordon, bye.
Amanda Daniels?
I'll marry her.
What's the next? Who is it?
Okay. What? You go.
Sasha Grey, who?
She's a lawyer.
Amanda Daniels.
She's an agent. In
Bronson, you
Wait a
go.
minute, You guys said the character.
Bronson, I don't think is a big entourage guy either,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know these people.
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
be
how
honest.
dare
Like
you.
I watched
Like
it.
I'm a
but-
little ashamed of you two
No,
right
I
now.
I watched
best
Entourage,
shows
but I gotta
ever.
be honest. Like I don't remember these girls that were in it. I remember the guys.
This is why
Amanda
we're supposed
Daniels.
to do
Amanda
our
Daniels was the
homework.
agent for Vinny after
she's
Ari.
in
San Andreas.
not San
in a
Andreas.
bunch of stuff.
She's in the movie, the black
wasn't-
and white one.
But-
Sin City. She's
Yeah,
in Sin City.
Yeah, but she
But I
was she
did
was in
look
San
at-
Andreas as well. She was the mom.
She was a mom in San
I
Andreas.
did look at whatchamacall. I did look at
Sloan?
that Donna girl.
Salone.
Sloane's an automatic marry.
Oh, the reason why I excluded Sloan from this conversation because she's an automatic marry.
Okay, well, Emily.
She was only in 8 episodes.
Well, Sasha Grey was in less.
I know. I'm just backing up my point, not yours.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Eric E. really messed up with Salone.
No,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah,
yeah,
he
but she
definitely
would
messed up.
have. She was obviously one of the husbands. But if you're gonna go Sasha Grey, there's so many other ones, and there's Mallory or not Mallory.
Miss Ari. Miss Ari would have
Miss
been a
Ar-
good
yeah,
one.
I mean, she was actually in almost every episode.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess everybody here doesn't watch Entourage,
Exclude me
which
from
is
this.
weird.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know.
I didn't
from
think Dana
how
Gordon
they
was
acted
hot,
in
so-
the fucking.
How
show or
dare
anything.
you? Justice for
Bronson-
I
Dana.
looked at it. I didn't think she was that hot either. I gotta be honest. Like
gotta see her-
I'd kill
She
her,
was not. She
and
was
I'd
not hot.
probably like.
You're such a liar.
She
I
kind of
don't
had a
know who-
mustache.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck you.
This is over.
I don't know who like the
We
third
almost had
one
our
was.
first
but-
table flip. Anyway, so Bronson had a not necessarily a fun one, but an interesting one.
I kill them all.
See, that's not how this works.
Bronson, bring it
Can't
up.
you-
Go ahead.
The Golden Girls.
Booyah!
I don't fucking know that shit either,
What
man.
the-
Grown girls.
Do you ever watch?
I didn't watch the Golden Girls.
I didn't either, but I know Betty White.
Everybody
I thought
knows the
everybody
Golden
knows who the
Girls.
Golden Girls are.
I don't know who.
I know Betty White. I will marry her.
Always marry Betty White.
Oh, yeah, of
Okay,
course.
excluding
Okay,
excluding obviously
it's
the
not-
grandma.
That's-
Everybody just go ahead and look. Excluding the grandma.
What? No, Sophia was hot.
Okay, all right.
I'm joking.
Exclude the grandma in the middle.
Obviously, Betty
No,
White.
see, not
You
every
married Betty
fuck,
White.
marry,
I'm
kill.
marrying
Not
Betty
every
White.
one of them
You
has to
married
be
Betty White.
ideal. Sometimes you gotta have some awkward
Especially
ones.
from
That's
what's
the
that? I
fun
know
of
it's
it.
fake. Well, remember that Snickers commercial where she gets fucking rocked and she's
Are
You
you
able
Betty White,
to
obviously
bang
you're
all of them before you kill one.
I'm gonna marry Betty White in the hopes that she can attract some younger females, and she's bi a little.
Oh, she's awesome. She's into everything.
Betty's into everything.
So, do we all know the names?
No, B. Arthur, and then I don't know who.
We already did
Blanche,
it.
wasn't it?
Blanche.
Blanche.
Well, I thought we were going character names.
I'm gonna murder Blanche.
We really did a great job of studying.
I'm probably
up
gonna
for
do
this.
Blanche.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
wow.
Jason.
Dude, I've held it
Well,
for an
our
hour.
annual
We've done two
Jason-
podcasts and you've pissed in the middle of all of them.
Our weekly
I drink a lot of water, man.
Jason P breaks are happening once again this week.
Jason, we're putting a bucket underneath your chair and you're just
For
going to
real,
go
give me
there.
a bottle. I'll fucking pee right here, dude. I don't give a shit. I'll just say it. I drink a lot of water during the day.
Scoot the table over
I did
that
too.
way.
Standing and sitting.
Well, this is
here
what we're
is
doing.
not
We ended it with an
easy.
FMK. We do that every time. We were very off on the Entourage one. This side of the table loves Dana Gordon.
Gross.
Hashtag justice
Not
for
even
Dana.
gross. Okay, gross is too far.
Justice for Dana.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rate, review, and subscribe.
Yes.
That's what you all should do.
Yes.
Like us on Facebook at Bro Soup Time,
Bro
Instagram
Soup
at
Time,
Bro Soup
baby.
Time,
Comment.
Twitter at Bro Soup Time, and of course, comment, like, and share everything. And when I say rate our podcast, 5 stars only. If you think it's less than 5 stars, just don't rate.
We will delete.
Look at that
We are available.
logo. Look at that logo.
We are available.
Very quick to delete.
We are available on Google Play,
Beautiful.
iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and TuneIn.
Boom.
Be sure to check us out.
Bam.
We love you guys. Big kiss.
Love you.